How middle-class Joe Biden became president of the world's sole superpower. While Biden's life has been one of great political and social struggle, he has suffered greatly in personal terms. And many times, these sorrows hindered his political achievements. Biden was born in 1942 in the town of Pennsylvania in the United States. His father, Joseph Biden, was a laborer cleaning the furnace. His mother, Catherine, was a Catholic. Biden, who was ridiculed by his peers for stuttering as a child, could not even pronounce his name correctly due to his speech problem. He used to stand in front of the mirror for hours to get rid of the stigma in speaking. In addition to teaching at the school, he cleaned windows and gardens to cover his education. Because those with lofty ambitions also endure tough adversities in life. Joe Biden graduated from the University of Delaware with a degree in history and politics and then studied law at the University of Surrey, Queens in 1965. At the same time, he fell in love with university fellow Neela Hunter and went to her home to get married. Hunter's parents asked Biden about how he would earn and what he would do. Did Joe Biden tell them that he would become the President of the United States? Who knew that what he said at the time could ever be true? He ran for the US presidency in 1988 and again in 2008. And although success eluded him, he did not give up. In 1972, Democrats surprisingly nominated him to run against Republican Senator J. Cillett Baggs. No one expected Biden to win the election, but his personal and family campaign led him to become the fifth youngest senator in US history. In November 1972, at the age of 29, he was elected the fifth youngest senator in the United States. A few days later, life took a turn for the worse when his wife and daughter were killed in a car accident and two sons were seriously injured. As a result, Biden had to leave his swearing-in ceremony and took the Senate oath from the hospital near his son's bed. But with the encouragement and support of his family, he continued his political journey, spending his days representing the people in the Washington Senate and at night near the beds of his injured sons in his hometown of Wilmington. In those days, he would travel about 180 kilometers daily from Wilmington to Washington in the morning and evening. It was a time when all courage and enthusiasm was gone, every hope was dying, so he thought of committing suicide. After Yu's death in 1977, Joe Biden married a woman named Jill, and they had a daughter, Rachel. Joe Biden first ran for president in 1988, but had to withdraw from the election after copying a speech by a British politician. He ran for president a second time in 2007 and withdrew in favor of Barack Obama. Barack Obama nominated him for vice president, and he was twice elected vice president of the United States. For his supporters, he is a foreign affairs expert with decades of experience working in Washington, and that's what the inexperienced Obama needed. Joe Biden, better known as a middle-class Joe, was probably included because he would gain the support of middle-class white voters whom Obama alone could not win. Biden whipped up a storm by his 2012 statement that he was a staunch supporter of same-sex marriage, and the general impression was that the statement forced President Obama to fully support the policy. Meanwhile, his son contracted a life-threatening illness for which Biden decided to sell his house. But President Obama saved his house from being sold by providing him with treatment money from his account. In 2015, just as he was preparing for next year's presidential election, his 46-year-old son died of cancer. Joe Biden withdrew from the election, saying the presidential election was now close to him. He, however, said that he will continue to speak clearly and forcefully for his party and nation. Joe Biden has gone through tragedies in his personal life that are extremely painful and that make him appear close to the public. The sudden death of Biden's loved ones has brought him closer to the hearts of many Americans. Despite all his political influence and wealth, he has gone through the same kind of tragedy that ordinary people face. But when he joined the 2020 race, more difficulties came his way. 8 women alleged that Joe Biden inappropriately touched, hugged, or kissed him. Several of his clips have been aired on American TV channels, in which he appears in various public gatherings to meet women warmly, including scenes that make him feel as if he was sniffing women's hair. In response, Biden promised to be cautious when meeting people in the future. But a majority of Democrats voted for him in the 2020 election, and he finally defeated Donald Trump in a thrilling November 3 election. Today, 48 years have passed since the death of his first wife Neela when he became President of the United States. But today, time has proved to them that with courage and enthusiasm and self-confidence, every failure can turn into success.
बाखबर बाशाऊर पाकिस्तान रावा.pk को लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन पर क्लिक करें।